Hello there. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. I really appreciate you taking the time out of your day to hang out with me. Super cool of you. Even if this is as far as you're making in the video, that is really awesome. I appreciate you so much. Just the fact that you clicked on this video, it means so much to me. I am playing a game called Arena of Valor. It is currently like 1:29 a.m. for me, and I just kind of got the inspiration tonight, to make a video. So I am I apologize ahead of time if it's kind of scattered. This is the third YouTube video I'll be uploading, and I have kind of gotten what's it called? Analysis paralysis this past 9, 10 days, to be honest. I don't remember when I last uploaded a video, but my intention in the past has been to just make videos and just, excuse me, I had a lot of pizza tonight. Not very healthy. Let me see if I can kill this guy. Let me see. Oh, I missed. Oh, I did get him. Okay, so like I was saying, this past uh, this past week or so, I have just been overthinking making videos. I My intention was to make videos, make content, and upload it, and just kind of fire and forget, if that makes sense. To not worry so much about the quality of the content, which isn't. It's not that I don't care about the quality of the content, but I think for me, the most important part is to just get used to making videos and get used to talking behind the mic, and get used to externalizing my thoughts, because that is a huge motivating factor for me making these videos, is externalizing my thoughts. And um, ultimately, uh, I'm having fun with these videos, and ultimately I just made a really stupid mistake. I don't know what I was thinking. I wasn't thinking is what just happened. And I don't know if I just mentioned it, but I'm having fun, uh, or I have fun externalizing my thoughts. I don't get the opportunity to word vomit very often, and uh, I I guess that's because I spend time with other people. Um, I see people in public, share laughs and smoke and joke. Not the smoking part, but just the joking part. Um, but it's kind of rare for me to actually hang out with people, like to hang out. I kind of have a lot of social anxiety, um, and when I do hang out with people, it's not that it's not a good time. It's fun, but I actually kind of hold back a lot on the things I want to say. Not because it's like gossip or something, but there are just like things in my mind that I'm interested in talking about that I don't bring up in normal conversation. And one second, let me hold that thought. I need to go back to base because we are getting invaded, and need to take care of this guy who thinks he's just gonna come into my base, but he totally did. They destroyed our tower, and I could have prevented that. Anywho, totally forgot what I was talking about. I I don't like saying things like this, because I'm not a psychiatrist or psychologist or whatever. But I was going to say some type of undiagnosed ADHD or whatever. But I do have a lot of tangents, I guess, in my thinking. And that goes back to me talking about how important it is for me to externalize my thoughts, and I should just go back to base and heal. I this is a pretty close game. I don't know who's going to win. Um, oh yeah, I was talking about word vomiting and how I hold back in conversation, mostly because there's a time and place, to talk about the things that I want to talk about. And ultimately, I don't really know what I want to talk about. It's kind of difficult actually for me to conjure up things to talk about when I'm not having a conversation with someone. Um, so in that aspect, it's really helpful for me when I do get the opportunity to externalize my thoughts in front of somebody else, because it happens, in a natural way in a conversation. Neither of us are trying to lead or control the conversation in any way, and it's just sort of a natural happening. So, although I am although I now have the freedom to just speak whatever's on my mind, I have I am not able to have another individual guide me through uh, a natural conversation, and I find that it is difficult for me to just come up with things on the fly to talk about. Uh, and I guess there's a thing called making scripted videos, and that might be something I should consider doing. But my intention going forward in the future is to I actually don't want to make scripted videos, because I'm trying my best to be as spontaneous as possible in my thinking, and I appreciate you guys so much for being here, and I need to go back to base, take care of this guy again, because he wants. Oh, there's two of them, and so, anyways, I just really appreciate you being here and being patient with me as I get used to speaking spontaneously while playing video games, and having a natural dialogue with you, the viewer, and me as well. So even having you as a viewer, even if you're not speaking back to me, it's like I am speaking to somebody else, and that kind of makes it a natural conversation, right? Because um, there's sort of a theme with my videos, you might say. Like I'm calling this the first chapter I made was chapter 0, and this is going to be chapter 1. And not that there is not that these chapters are going to be necessarily connected, but this specific chapters will be its own series or playlist. That will be fun to look back on one day, and the day that I look back on it months from now, years from now, I'll be like, oh, hey, wow, cool. Uh, those are my first videos, and look where I am now. And I'm probably kind of jumping the gun. Um, yes, we just won this game, victory, super exciting. That was awesome. Okay, maybe it wasn't that exciting, but I had fun. Let's see. 3-win streak. Oh, oh, I just got legendary for the 44th time. Pretty cool. Um, Maybe I will play one more game, and we'll hang out for the duration of one more game, but I might cut off the video before the game ends, because I'm pretty sure it's already about a 12-minute video, and that is probably quite a long time for you guys to be spending your precious time and energy watching some dude word vomit, really talking about nothing. Okay, yeah, I want to find a match, please. Yep. So, I guess the title of this chapter is pretty, uh, what's the word I'm looking for? Is pretty spot on, I guess. And it's going to be called uh, The Hero's Journey. The first chapter, chapter 0, was The Fool, and this one's called The Hero's Journey. And this is the start of that journey. And this series of chapters is certainly a good example. It will be a good example of the hero's journey. I don't remember who exactly coined the term hero's journey, but, well, maybe I won't get too much into it, but I'm at the start of that journey, and I'm excited to embark it, and I'm excited, and I hope you're excited to be here too, because I think that we're kind of in this together. And, you know, I I have a hard time finding the words to express the thoughts in my head, which kind of sounds weird because maybe we think in words, and so I should just be able to pull those words out and then put them into sentences. But for me, I have a really hard time coming up with the word that I want to say, and then I have to put those words together into a sentence that makes sense, and then share it with you guys, um, or with whoever I'm talking to. So I'm actually speaking rather quickly for myself right now. If you were talking to me in person, I would be talking a lot slower, to be honest, and that actually makes me feel kind of emotional just thinking about that. Um, I that makes me feel emotional because for the longest time in my life, there was a time when I stuttered a lot. Um, these past few years for me have been really difficult, and the reason why I'm bringing that up is because I'm diagnosed with bipolar type 1, and I've gone through episodes of psychosis and mania, and I have been in psych wards before, and I would say that I think my mind thinks faster than my body moves, so I have to intentionally slow down my thoughts. And wow, I don't know why this is making me so emotional right now. I find that people can be really impatient with me when I talk in person, because I will I will spend a little bit longer maybe than the average person um, to come up with uh, a response or a reflection in the conversation. And not everybody is impatient to it, but when it does happen, it kind of hurts me, because uh, I I do have the answer or a response, but maybe that person is used to the person they're talking to being able to respond in a quicker fashion, and it hurts me because they will um, they'll almost be kind of mean and and think think I don't know. I don't know what I'm trying to say exactly, and whew, see, I'm trying my best to make these videos and speak the thoughts I have, um, um, in a way that's faster than I talk to people in person, but it's really hard, as you can see, and I'm starting to stutter because it's really hard for me to externalize my thoughts and feelings. So you you really have no idea, or maybe you do have an idea of how much, um, of what these videos mean to me, um, and me finally having the courage to make these videos and to journal out loud with you guys, and to do the things that I've wanted to do, kind of for my whole life. And it doesn't make sense because this video probably doesn't make sense. It's probably 10 minutes too long already. Um, but I'm hoping, uh, I'm never gonna realize my dreams or what have you, my goals, if I don't start somewhere. So this is me starting somewhere, me taking a leap of faith, and me embracing the journey, and me uploading this video, even though I already feel like it is too long, or that I've rambled on too much, or whatever. But the truth is that I haven't uploaded a video in a week, but that doesn't mean I haven't tried to make videos in that time. I've probably made 20 videos. Just every time I make a video, I think, oh no, that wasn't good enough. Oh no, X, Y, and Z. But I just need to make these videos. That's the most important part. If I don't make them, if I don't get that experience, I I will never get the experience. Um, there are so many things that I want to share, and I guess I ought to narrow down the things I want to talk about. And I have actually written in my notes, of little keywords of things that really interest me. Um, but the thing is, I have a really hard time. Um, I don't know if I would consider it like, oh shoot, I teleported on accident. I meant to go back to base. I don't know if I want to call it lecturing, but I have a really hard time, like, looking at this keyword or topic and just spitballing it and talking about that thing. It's almost like the thoughts that are somewhere in my head, my mind, has to come out naturally. I can't just force it. Um, and I would say that that is specifically that is something that is something I think is a strength, I guess, that I'm proud of myself, is that I am whatever version you get of me is at the very least authentic. Um, I think I'm gonna end this video here because it probably is getting kind of long, and I think I'm reaching the point. I've probably spent nearly an hour making videos. Hopefully, this isn't any longer than 20 minutes, but I think I'm reaching the point where I am just completely rambling too much. And if this video feels like it's all over the place, that's because it probably is, and that's probably a reflection of how all over the place my mind is all the time. And I guess that's a huge reason why I don't hang out with people that much, because I sometimes I feel like people just don't get me. Um, people see uh, the person I want them to see, I guess. And that version of me, that persona, that personality, whatever, is me. It truly is me. It's not like I'm being inauthentic or fake. It's just I'm not. I'm I'm holding back, if that makes sense. I'm presenting myself in a way that I know is socially acceptable. That sounds kind of disingenuous in a way, but the truth is that we all have a persona, right? A personality that we present to the world. And that persona actually probably changes, as it should, depending on the situation. Um, like, you're not gonna, there's a professional environment, and then there's a more relaxed environment, and all these other different scenarios where it's appropriate to behave in one way, and in another environment, it's not so appropriate to behave in that way. So life is really complicated, I guess. Um, and in these videos, I really want to be me. I am on a self-discovery journey of who I am. Um, and I suppose, hmm, I was gonna say I know who I am, but at the same time I don't. Um, just last night, actually, I was laying in bed and I thought to myself, or I was connecting with my heart space, so to speak, more, and um, really thinking about, or not even thinking that hard about it, actually. So that's what I mean. I was thinking about it, but not thinking about it. And that was me recognizing how I really feel and what my heart is telling me. It's me trusting my heart uh, in how I feel about something, whatever that something is, whether whatever the example is. I won't go into any specifics, whether it's negative or positive, if negative and positive really even exists in this universe. But it's me recognizing, like, oh, okay, that is that's what my heart is telling me. And I am going to acknowledge that. I'm going to recognize it. Um, and I'm gonna learn to trust that more. Um, and now that I have finished my second match, I am going to end this video. I like to give everyone a thumbs up, all my teammates and all of my opponents, and looks like I got MVP, so that's kind of cool. 13 kills, cool, 0 deaths, and 5 assists. That's cool. Yeah, so I think I'll end the video here. Thank you so much. Appreciate you taking time out of your day. If you got to this part of the video, uh, it means so much to me. And it would help so much if you liked the video or left a comment, um, or even subscribed. Uh, and I'll see you in the next video in chapter 2.